As a busy entrepreneur, you want to make sure that you're working smarter, not harder when it comes to YouTube content creation. So today, let's break down how you can take one piece of content and use it in 5 different ways on the YouTube platform. P.S. We've got lots of tutorials linked down below on how you can grow on YouTube and how to do any of the things that we're going to be talking about today. So make sure you hit up those comments if you've got questions or you want more help. Your main channel video should be your priority when you're creating content for your YouTube channel because this is what people are coming for. This is the heavy, hard-hitting tutorials or videos that you're putting out to communicate with your followers and teach, educate, or entertain them in whatever way you do inside of your platform. So you want to make sure that your focus is on this main video. Anything else we create is going to be supplemental and go around what you're teaching inside of this video. Now, whether you're doing 1, 2, 3, or even more videos per week, you want to make sure it is sustainable and you can clearly communicate what you need to inside of these videos. These videos should be on the longer side. YouTube is for longer format videos. Don't go overboard. Say what you need to say and wrap it up as quickly as possible because you don't want to waste people's time and people don't want their time wasted. But it is going to be longer than some of the content we're going to be talking about in a minute. So this main content video should be your priority. Plan that first. Plan your topic, the bullet points you're going to be talking about, figure out exactly what you need to do to communicate your points inside of that video, film that video, and get it up on your YouTube channel. Everything else will be then built around it. Yes, with your videos, make sure you have a really strong caption and a really good thumbnail. I've got videos linked down below for you because these will make or break your success on your YouTube platform because this is what people look at first. So make sure you have that down to a science and then implement that in the other content that we're going to be supplementing this with as well. YouTube is heavily focused on Shorts right now, which is a brand new part of the platform that focuses on short form vertical content under 60 seconds and has just rolled out to US-based users and is continuing to roll out to other users. Now, if you need help or tutorials on this, I've got a bunch of really good stuff for your business and how to leverage it linked down below. Make sure you check that out. But the cool thing about Shorts is that you can actually use it to supplement what you're teaching in your main video. So whatever that content is, whatever that big topic is, you can actually break it down into a short or a series of shorts, and throughout the course of the week or even longer, you can put out more content that's relevant and connects to it and really breaks down into those bite-sized segments what you need to be delivering to your people. So short form content in 60 seconds or less is better, is focusing on quick bites, quick wins, quick calls to action, quick steps that people can take to implement something into their lives or their businesses. So you're going to be taking those points that you talked about in your main content, you're going to be delivering them in a short form way. Now again, this can be part 1, part 2, part 3. You can focus in on one thing and really dial down into it in under 60 seconds. Again, less time is better. If you can get it 15 seconds, you are golden. So you want to make sure that you're taking points from that main video and then talking about them in your shorts. You can then give a call to action to go watch the full video. You can link it in the comments, in the description, all the good things, but you want to make sure you're giving them that bite-sized piece of content. If you are teaching something and they're taking steps to do it, you can even use it as a check-in. So, hey, it's day 1 of the challenge. Did you try this? Or have you done step 1 yet? How is it working out for you? Have you tried this? Have you implemented this? You can use those as those conversational pieces for people. You can also do it to music or a lip sync or a dub. When it comes to these, keep in mind, you can't monetize anything that you use a sound for from the YouTube library because it's only licensed for short usage and you cannot make money, it's not commercialized from that music. So if you are going to be using music, you can't monetize it, but you can dub to a song or dance to a song or do some type of lip sync where you're pointing and you're delivering your different topic points. You can be kind of dancing and having the text over top of it so that you can communicate your point to them. You can do it in all sorts of different ways. So your shorts should be used to supplement your main content. You can add in things that you learn later on. You can even use shorts to answer questions you get in your comments, which I absolutely love. So if you are getting good quality comments and questions on the things that you are posting in your main video, pull those and answer them in a short. Now, you can't necessarily be adding that caption or that comment like you can on TikTok, but if you film it and edit it outside of YouTube, then upload it to Shorts, you can actually screen grab that question superimpose it on your video, and answer it from there. Just remember, you're keeping these short as possible to deliver that quick win or that quick piece of information so people can keep going with their day and scroll on. But use your shorts to supplement it, to add in extra information, to remind people, to check in with people, and to have conversations and answer those questions with people, as well as breaking down what you had as part of your video, and also things that can supplement that one as well. Now, most people assume that YouTube is strictly video-based, but savvy entrepreneurs know that that is not the case. We actually have access to the community tab, which allows us to post text-based conversations with our people that's usually seen inside of the app when people are scrolling through their phone. So when you are not posting a video, you have the opportunity to still have those conversations with people by writing a text post that they can then comment on or interact with in another way. Now, we are going to break down part of this in the next section, so hang tight on the polls. But the cool thing is you can actually kind of treat it almost like a blog. You can write an article that goes along with your video and post it inside of that community tab. I do recommend keeping this on the shorter side. You don't want to write a novel for this because people are not on YouTube to read a novel. But if you have something really good that supplements the conversation you were having in your main video, this is a great opportunity to get it out to people. So you want to write a couple of paragraphs, or maybe a single paragraph, or maybe ask for feedback or ask questions that can engage people. Keep in mind, people may not do it at first, but don't give up. Keep writing those conversations because people will jump in and have those conversations with you, especially when they're loving your video content. Now, you can post a photo with this, and I do recommend, instead of just posting text, I do recommend either putting a photo with it, or better yet, a GIF. Because remember, we're in a video-based platform, so if somebody's seeing a GIF of you moving around, that's going to get their attention more than a static image. And one really cool thing that you can do is actually take a screen grab from your video if you're promoting that episode. So one cool thing you can be doing inside of the community tab with these text-based posts is to promote your video. So take a screen grab in a square format, turn it into a GIF, and post it along with information about what that video is about, or fleshing out one of the points that you talked about inside of that video, or reminding them to take those action steps that you gave them inside of that video. You also have the ability to ask questions about upcoming videos. What do you want to see in the next video? We're talking about this topic. Do you know these things already? Do you want to learn more about them? What else would you like to see? Where are you struggling? Ask them these questions. And again, pretty static images or GIFs that will get their attention are going to be really helpful for this. And they don't have to just be from your videos. So you can like go outside and just take a pretty boomerang of yourself and treat it like a GIF. You can do all sorts of fun things with this to get people's attention. Keep it within your branding if possible, but anything that moves, that has motion, that has big motion, is going to get people's attention within this community tab and get them to stop and at least read a little bit of this. Now, you do have the ability to actually link your video. So when you are going to set up a post in your community tab, you can actually click on your video and it will just have your video right there that they can just click on and watch. And then you can put that caption with it. So there's a lot of really cool things you can do inside of the community tab to really flesh out those conversations in between your videos. And like I said, there's another one that I'm really excited about. It's polls, and we're going to talk about it right now. Now, in keeping with your community tab on your YouTube, you do have the ability to run a poll. And I love this because it is much more interactive than if you had just posted something and asked a question. People are much more likely to click a poll answer than they are to actually type out an answer. So if you want a response from people, if you want that engagement for your algorithm system, run a poll. You're going to ask a question, a really good question that does not have a lot of extra words to it. So be very direct with your question and then go ahead and ask for those different answers. You can then go in the comments and explain things if you need to, or you can respond to people, you can ask further questions, you can clarify things, but you're asking poll questions related to that main topic. So, did you want to see more of this? Did you need a more in-depth explanation about this? How do you feel about this? Have you tried this yet this week? What do you want to learn next? What is going to come from this? And give them some different options. You can also say, if you don't see an option you like in the poll, list it in the comments. This is a great way to source information from people, get that easy, low-level engagement from people, and make sure that they're paying attention to you in the community tab, which when you get them to start interacting on your polls, the more they interact on your polls, the more likely they are to then respond to your actual posts inside of your community tab, and the more likely they are to leave comments on your videos as well. Remember, we're teaching people how to engage with us, so that low level to entry poll question just gets them to click a button, and the more they do that, the more likely they are to then take the time to type out an actual answer for you, which means you're going to get a lot more engagement in the long term. So ask questions inside of your polls related to what you're doing and space it out throughout the week after you drop videos, or are they excited for the next video? You can even do it in advance. I'm going to be teaching a video on this. What types of things do you want me to focus on? And give them those different options, because it gets them ready and in the right mindset for your upcoming video on YouTube. So this does not have to be an after the fact conversation. This can be beforehand as well, so that you can figure out what they are going to be wanting from you. You can heavily lean into that, but also you get them in the right mindset and engaged and ready for that video that's coming up. Now, you know, one of my favorite things to do, and one of the most helpful things you can do inside of your business, is to live stream. And I know some of you are hesitant on that, so don't panic. I actually have videos linked down below, but I run live stream action plan where I actually give you a fear-free way of filming both on camera and off camera in your business to help grow and expand what you're doing with your live streaming. So check that out. I got it all down below for you. Do not discount this section just because you don't like live streaming. This is good content. So check that out down below. And when it comes to live streaming, you can use this to supplement the videos that you have created. In fact, I do this in my business every single week. I jump on for at least one live stream, and I do it in a Q&A format. So I take any questions I got through the week and I will toss them up on screen and I'll answer them. But because my fans know that I hang out live every single Wednesday at 10 a.m. here on the YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button, friends, I actually take questions live. They can show up, ask their questions, and I can pull them up on screen while they are there in the moment to get those answered. Now, you can streamline this. In fact, recently I have started streamlining this. Instead of answering 5 to 10 questions per episode, I answer one, and then I'll take other audience member questions, and that kind of makes it shorter for me, which has longer watch time. So you can try it either way. It totally works, but you can jump on and show them things in real time. Sometimes I'll do tutorials live on air, and I'll just connect whatever I'm talking to my computer to show it off. I can hold things up. I can interact with people in real time. And that real-time engagement is incredible for building trust. People want to see you live. They want to have those conversations with you, and it gets you more comments. Think about it. With live streaming, you are going to get people in real time, and when you give them a call to action to answer something in the comments or to leave you a question, they're going to do that. And then the next time you say, okay, go ahead and answer this, they're going to do that too. Whereas with your main channel videos, you are going to get one comment from people. They're going to watch the whole thing and leave one comment. But live streams, you can get 10, 20, 30 comments depending on how long you're there for and how many calls to action you're giving and how many questions they have. So it gets you a ton of engagement, which is really nice, especially if you plan it every single week at the same time so that they are trained to show up and have that real-time engagement with you. So like I said, Q&As, question and answer, ask me anything sessions. You can answer questions that came in on your channel. You can show them tutorials. You can show them behind the scenes. You can do whatever you need to do. It can even be like a community check-in. So you can have power hours or work hours or office hours or whatever you're going to call them, whatever you're going to implement that as within your business to have people come work with you or have conversations with you. You can even do, if you are kind of teaching people things, you can have guests come on and check in with you, and you can go in and look at their business and look at what they're doing and help them to refine what they're learning from you and implementing that inside of their business. You can also do things like interviews, bringing in other experts and having them have conversations with your audience, which means you have to do less work because you're just sitting there hosting. You don't have to teach if somebody else is teaching. So there's lots of really cool ways you can implement live streaming into your platform, and I highly recommend Be Live for this. I've got lots of information linked down below, including extended free trials and discounts if you want to work with them. It's the platform I use to live stream because I can have guests on, because I can do overlays and change my background, and I can screen share, and I can put all these things on my screen. And they have so many different features, and they're building out new ones that I can't tell you about yet, but because I'm partners with them, I know all the good things, and boy, there's some cool stuff coming. So I recommend working with that because you can use them in so many different ways to build out what you're doing and take the work off of you. And bonus points on this one, they actually have the ability to do an agenda, so you don't have to remember everything you're going to say. You can actually plug it into their agenda, and then you can click to show it on screen, or you can just leave it there and just glance over to look at your next topic so you never have to struggle with what's coming next. And like I said, you can pull up user comments and all those good things to save you so much time and effort. So check that one out down below if you want to, because I got a lot of really good stuff for you and tutorials and like all the good things on that one. But using that live stream allows you to take this up a new level. You're having a real-time conversation which builds trust and really develops that strong bond with you, which is going to get people to work with you in a paid capacity a lot faster. Trust me, I've done this a lot in a lot of businesses and for a lot of different people over the years, and live streaming is 100% a good thing to do. It is highly effective, whether you want to be on camera or not, whether you're camera shy or not. Again, I've got live stream action plan down below for you. Check it out. It's going to help you out. But there are so many ways that you can be implementing this into your business, and I recommend doing it once a week to supplement the video or videos that you are putting out and really having that community outreach so that you can grow your business on the YouTube platform and use all the tools that are available to you to really reach out and build up that trust inside of your community. When it comes to YouTube, you have a whole host of tools available to you to communicate with your followers, and you want to make sure that you're leveraging as much as possible. Now, I know we don't all have access to everything just yet, but do the best you can with what you have and drive people back to that main video any chance you have so that you can get more community conversation going inside of your platform. And remember, you are using all these tools and resources to build upon that main video. You want to get them there to have those conversations, to learn from you, and then drive them to where you need them to be. Your newsletter, your website, your course, your webinar, your whatever it happens to be, you are using all this to drive them to where they are going to become a client of yours. So use all these supplemental things to build out your YouTube, to really expand it, because we know that we're not, in most cases, dropping videos every single day, but we can still be having these conversations. We can still put out shorts. We can still put out community posts and polls and all of the good things, and we can still do those really great live streams that get people active inside of what you are doing inside of your platform and really engaged in having those conversations with you and developing that trust in a very strong way with your business. If you have more questions on how to use any of these, I linked a bunch of tutorials down below. I've got way more of them on the channel, so make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, because I am continuing to drop more conversations, videos, tutorials, all the good things about not only YouTube, but live streaming and the other social platforms as well. So you don't want to miss out on these, because this is really going to help you to level up and create more profit inside of your business through your smart social media marketing. Stay tuned. In our next video, we're actually breaking down 5 different ways that you can be using content on TikTok that's a little bit different than you think. You do not want to miss out on this one. It's going to be good. And make sure you check out the last video where we talked all about 5 different ways you can be using one piece of content on Instagram as well. I'll see you in the next video.